Greetings, this is Fy'ra Reunion. I welcome you to my recap of Critical Role's episode 93 of Campaign 3, Saga of the Bell's Hells. And with this one also, and now also including a pivotal moment in the Crown Keepers. We start off, and if you haven't seen other ones, past this, like the other recaps or the episodes before, go and watch. Also, check like the beginning of my last video for some updates in some of my homebrews, if you're interested. To start off, we enter the north. We go to the ads in their reboot of the Nordverse, the Reverse. They announced the final episode, the finale of Candel's current campaign, Circle of the Crimson Mirror, and an upcoming Candela Obscura one-shot featuring, according to this, as the game master, the GM Spencer Stark, also including Matt, Laura Marisha, and Carrie Payton as player, with Taliesin being the master of ceremonies. Whatever that means. Like, I still have yet to start watching any of Candela Obscura. This will be coming out on May 30th. There is a merch alert included.
Announce. Do I have the thing? Do I have the thing?
Yeah. It was right
Where's
here.
the thing?
We moved it for photos.
Uh-oh. It's okay. It's coming in.
It's flying in.
Guess what we're going to do? Our first ever Spirits collaboration with Quest's End. Oh, look at this. It's a spirits company founded by lifelong gamers, whiskey nerds, Matthew Lillard and Justin Ware.
Yeah.
This is Sandkeg's High.
We've been talking about this for so long.
Yeah, for real.
It's a fierce concoction, ordered by Grog at the Shade in Oncarel, and it's now a real-world whiskey. It includes an exclusive coin medallion. Is that this?
Yep.
I think that is
What
this.
that is.
Oh my gosh! And a found journal, which is so cool, of the Spirit's Maker, written by Jasmine Boular, along with all original art by Tyler Walpole, and a map by Devin Rue, you guys!
It's a whole kick.
Guaranteed
Wow.
back.
Big old-
No.
It's
Big
really
old
amazing.
contribution.
We've been so excited about everything they've been doing. Get yours while they're on sale for 3 weeks only at sandcakeshigh.com. That's everything I have to say.
Thank you so much, Laura.
Give me the...
Well,
Can I just say, seriously, Sandfig though, like, I'm assuming it's not going to be as strong as it was campaign, because I think that's the one that got us, got Percy and Kiki going, that, yes, that one. We go into the intro. Though, Matt does, before this, Matt surrenders the seat to Abria to follow up where we last were with the Crown Keepers in a battle against one of their own, and to fighting her against the possession of Loth, the Spider Queen.
Welcome back. Previously, on the finale of the Crown Keeper saga, we're gonna call that shot now because I'm not leaving anything but corpses and my girl Opal in my wake. You all were making your way southeast from where you were laying low from Kymel, hopefully to get to Zephyra to find the Tempest.
Well, yeah. Anyway. Althea Loaf becomes impatient and tries to possess her into possess Opal into Opal, wearer of her vestige, through the crown of Broad Vision, circlet of Broad Vision, and Vision trying to get her to go into the wars, and is trying to get her get her to go and get her to leave the Crown Keepers, one way or the other. We get into the episode, and they denote that as we last left off Ted, the embodiment of Ted goes back and remerges into Opal's body, and three sets of arms, one set belonging to Opal, one set belonging to Ted, and one set belonging to the Spider, emerge from her extended body, which none of this can really see because she's still in the middle of a darkness spell. So that was mainly for our benefit. We get another look at the map right now from last we left off.
Right now.
I'm so ashamed. Don't read the comments.
With that in mind, we also have 2 instances of illusory magic up on the field. Because both of our boys over here having sort of a high ground bestie moment.
Yeah.
They are fully holding hands.
They're fully holding hands.
How else are they supposed to stay on that thing?
I know.
They got it. They're keeping each other safe for balance. Dariax, you see your friend Opal has turned into...
They still see Dariax and Dorian still see the illusionary the visions of their worst fears of this. For Dariax, it is Opal as a Drider, a fallen servant of Loaf. If you look at what they're up on D&D Beyond, I think. Let's see. And Dorian sees all of them becoming. I forget if they're being fought by or becoming their darker selves, what we saw Opal in the original Exandria Unlimited. What we saw Fy'ra with Exandria Unlimited. Their own versions of that. And while they're there, Opal was trying to resist, saying is to, and it gets the download by download from the Spider Queen. Learns of Prodathos. And starts learning some of the stakes.
I'm gonna use my opal dice.
Yeah.
I forget what
Oh shit. Hold on.
It's happening, she's turning!
That's a 17.
I forget what says that was. She tries to talk the spider queen out of like harming her friends and stuff. Like, despite going to leave and stuff, at this point, the spider queen is insisting, saying that no negotiation. There's no negotiating right now. You know.
Bury them.
Okay, thank you so much. Here's.
Basically, tries to tell her what to let her friends leave, and they're like talking them out into going.
Send them away.
Yep, absolutely.
Or bury them.
Yep. Okay, thank you so much. Here's.
Do you just spritz the spider queen?
Yeah, it helps with my, the stress.
Oh, that smells really good.
It's gourmand.
I can't.
Commit to the bit.
Fucking goose.
Okay.
Give me a persuasion check, you silly girl. I wanted to be with disadvantage, but that was just so buck wild.
Sorry.
And it smells really good.
intense.
And the map smells great now.
One spritz.
One spread.
One spritz.
What is it? What
Spider
are we
Queen's
doing?
just like Fy'ra eyes. I'm like,
Persuasion.
It's at 11.
Plus whatever you got.
Plus what?
Do you have any?
I have inspiration.
no.
I have one inspiration
No, inspiration.
because of the shot, so I can roll twice.
You have to call your shot before you roll.
But don't you have a plus to your persuasion?
No, that's it.
That's with
Yeah, that's how good you did. And that's just where it lies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can take it. Here we go.
Well, they're about to.
Okay.
Before everything begins,
And she has a vision of like the spider queen attacking her friends and stuff. We then continue to the comic, and Morgan on cast Bane on the spiders. That goes in with her attacks.
14. That's a 14.
so much. It's really good, actually.
15.
Okay.
And then please be more. 16. 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh
Yes, more. Heck yeah.
Look at 20.
I get that it spits into my mouth and then I right back in his face. Toink.
Nice.
That's
I
hardcore.
eat spider shit
So
for
cool. It
breakfast.
absolutely
That's
happens.
some high desert shit.
That
Is what
is
that
some
is.
That is exactly what that is. You take it, you swish it, you give it back, baby.
Yeah.
You feel that like there is something inside of it touching the like. This would have poisoned you if you weren't able to reject the whole of it. So you do not take the poison condition. But you still take 15 points of poison damage. Oh, I'm sorry. What part of I'm not fucking around anymore are you not hearing? You missed the rest of it. It would have been worse.
Wait, did we take damage at the beginning? We took psychic damage, right?
You took
14.
some psychic damage.
Took
So
14.
All
so
right, I
another
need
14.
to add that.
So,
in.
yeah.
All right,
56
well.
total.
and I also
Nice.
need 2 concentration checks to maintain
we
your haste.
Yes.
Okay, what is the
Both of
Right.
both of them are for they're just a 10.
You just have to.
So you just have to roll over 10 twice. D20.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
Not for me.
that was a 9.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna make
Oh.
it because you have to add in your con.
I'm gonna go with grapes.
It's I rolled a 4,
Oh,
so it's a 9.
just 9.
Wait, saves
Yes.
plus
Correct.
3. 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, first
Okay.
one makes it. Second one, roll lower.
18.
Okay.
Baby. So that definitely makes sense.
Okay.
You maintain your haste.
Thanks so much.
You're
Honored to be
so
nominated.
welcome.
Happy to be here.
So great. Stay here. Keep going.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take that hasty action, and I'm gonna try to hit the one who spit in my face.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay.
Cool.
You aim for back spider.
I'm so
Who's
pissed.
like,
I'm
Come
so
on, baby.
pissed.
Come on.
That's a 10.
So that's 17 to hit.
Plus D4.
Oh, okay, sure.
It hits.
Okay. I'm gonna add the D. Oh,
Just so you
19
all
to
know.
hit.
The AC for the spiders is 15.
Cool. Great. So sweet. Okay.
Playing the part of Caduceus over here.
Yeah. No, I love it. Thank you so much.
The D4 Clippy. Let's go.
Of course, Caduceus would do that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
Sorry, that was puzzle of that long. She's had a moment there though, with her recent weakening of her bond with her god, the Raven Queen. She looks at these abomination spire things. And, are these like me, or something like that? Something like, and she's wondering why. I mean, well, kind of do it. Keep in mind, she was one of the first to initiate combat. And then she hears, Sir has a small vision where she hears the voice of Raven Queen. In the converse, she asks, "Why are you fighting?" In this conversation, it reveals that the while she's not fond, while the Raven Queen is not fond of the Spire Queen, because being prime deity and betrayer god, she understands what she's doing right now. She's fighting, trying to fight for her life right now. The gods are under threat. Later on in the episode, it describes this like why the gods are so pain. For the first time in hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years, they are being faced with their own mortality. They freaking deities are actually under threat.
And you feel a flash inside of you. The name Georgina quickly walked back. Opal.
Oh, I don't think I knew that was your name.
She didn't mean to say it. The matron of Ravens has a strong thing about names. And it goes, ooh, my bad.
She a Virgo?
She is a Virgo. That's canon.
Mm-hmm. Okay. At one point, she experiment. There's sort of an understanding, but the Raven does it in one vision of like a feeling of like Raven up close to her, like comes into her whole body, flapping, clawing at her. And voice say, "This is not where you die. I did not have you here just to have you die here. I do not have you for you to die here." We then head over to see He then goes to Doran's turn.
He's looking at.
Sure.
And he's gonna look down at Dariax and say, "All right, old friend, call it. Change up sinker or fastball."
Oh, I mean, fastball sounds the most fun, so I'm gonna say I probably go with a fastball, right?
Deal.
Why is every game I'm in someone invents fucking baseball?
And he is going to look, and
Goat
he's...
ball, technically, and it was Chris Perkins.
there you go.
Chris Perkins turned me into a werewolf in my private campaign.
Really?
Yeah, he's the reason I'm a
What a dick.
yeah.
Or I'm sorry, or you're welcome. I don't know where on the monster fucker spectrum you lie.
It's very to the right.
He's gonna get a light on the spider on top
Yep.
of his brother. He's got this little row of diamonds that sits in his thing, but there's only
His thing? His what?
His chest plate has been bedazzled previously, but there's one.
He's wearing armor.
Yeah, there's only one left, and he's gonna tink it off his shoulder, grab it, and because you said fastball, there's gonna be just this energy of like sound crackling from his hand, and he's gonna try to cast chromatic orb.
You guys, this chromatic orifices. It manages to hit with spider. However, because of his description, Abria decides to make this an area effect. This was not usually, but because of how I described it, with it there being sound, which is like a blast sound, she determines that she'll make it an area of effect. And so Cyrus kind of takes who's near the spider being targeted, so it takes some of the damage.
Stay up there?
I'm sorry. No. And I'm gonna immediately use my movement to fly to Cyrus.
Like, wait, upbeat!
Flies away.
Baby.
How much movement do you have?
Let's get as close as
Jesus.
I can.
And we're
I'm sorry.
I've got.
We weren't holding hands anymore.
I got 40 feet now.
40 feet.
So
Okay,
not
so that's
quite,
gonna put you sort of over the edge of the bubble.
Yeah.
Basically, the spirit, he's just right over. He's just outside of the sphere of darkness. Okay. Fy'ra starts to reconnect to the Wild Mother. And manages to cast Fireball. Oh, and wait, wrong thing. Let me just recheck something. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Resistant. They only have resistance to. So she takes damage too. Though I'm not sure I heard them go with it, but she also takes damage. She said there's the fireball on herself, which does manage to cover into the entirety of the sphere of darkness, where Opal is. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Oh no, sorry. My mistake. I forgot about this part. She goes to cast this on center on herself and hopes that it will hit. But Opal manages to counterspell, so it is negated.
Getting all sorts of crazy weird. She's. Yeah. Ah, Fy'ra, there you are.
Damn.
Opal's jaw split. She's getting all sorts of crazy weird. She's a spider and it's scary.
I accept.
What?
I don't know what I offered, but I'm glad you went for it.
No, she said it out loud too. You know. I didn't pay any attention to him. Is basically it.
Incredible.
Gotcha. No, it makes
It's very like coded.
Yes, exactly.
have.
I love him very much, but he's not. He's fine.
I'm just talking out loud now.
All of you over here feel that heady scent that you have not smelled since the jungle began to give way.
Mm-hmm. There. Opal then goes in to cast Mass Suggestion. I think she. Though I don't think they reveal immediately who or not managed to resist or not. Now, Abria told her from the thing that she could try to use this to get is that it'll be using her casting Mass Fire because this is actually Opal casting the spell, not one of the entities residing her. However, if the Spire Queen doesn't like it, she will make it worse. Her suggestion, which must be in two senses, just walk away, go see Orm.
Well, next up is Ted. I need you to make a strength saving throw to hold on to Ted's leash.
Oh, good thing I have a -1 on strength.
Oh, great.
You have to beat a 14.
That's a 1.
Oh, no.
Boy.
So that's a 0.
You rolled a 0?
Wow, impressive.
Didn't think it could happen. There's no 0 on the dice.
That's unfortunate. I mean, there is, but not in the way that you think.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You feel yourself let go of that leash. Who would she go for first? Weirdly. Who are you more afraid of being hit? Fy'ra or Morgan? This is a hard day for you.
Yeah, no shit.
I know that. But making you pick the targets is the funniest thing I can
Okay,
think
well,
of.
I just know that Fy'ra is like a tank. I love you so much. She'll be okay. So Morgan, I think she's not doing so well, right? You took like 30 points of damage. Yeah.
Bless you. So you choose Morgan.
Yeah. Oh no, is it some fucking reverse psychology shit?
No, not at all. Like, there's just a sense that, like, in your shared headspace,
Yeah.
you're like, it's okay. Fy'ra is so strong. She's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And Ted goes, you're right.
No!
And turns
Oh,
it- no, that's what you did.
walked right into it.
Yeah, no, there's nothing you walked into. I feel like that's what you said.
No,
I'm listening to what you said.
No, maybe gaslight or is a tequila shot. I don't know. It's been an hour. Why is it still working?
It's okay.
I'm so
You
sorry.
hit Ted first. So this isn't unfair. And you see Opal rush up to you. There's something in her that goes dark. It's like a shadow instead of trailing behind.
Oh wait. Sorry. Anyway, she attacks her, and well, Fy'ra gets attacked, does get hit, and I forget whether or not. Hang on. Load use. Yeah. Load. Okay. Okay, yeah, they do have to make it with. I forget if she made a save on Warzone, but with the damage, she's definitely not under the effect of Fy'ra. Is definitely not under the effect of Mass Suggestion right now. Mm-hmm.
You can still get it. You add 47 things.
And I add 1, 3, 8.
You are poisoned by the spider plague.
I'm immune to disease. Does that not count as poison?
Yeah, she didn't give you syphilis.
I don't have chlamydia.
Bitch, you don't have the clap.
All right. How much poison damage is that for like each turn? Like, what's the?
So this is the poison condition.
Okay, I would.
The additional poison damage will kick in later.
Oh, great.
Which, unfortunately, I don't get to give you now with her natural 20.
Okay,
so
cool. That's
you're
great.
welcome.
I should have rabbit hopped out of the way.
And then Maria then attempts to, as a what he describes as a gentle banishing smite, meaning he's going in for an attack with his has banishing smite, but she's trying to do as least amount of damage as possible with the actual attack. I think she's she's at least allowed to go in with attempting only to use the flat of her blade.
So I just love the idea that, like, Opal attacked you, and then all of a sudden Opal said, "I'm sorry," tickled the back of your knee,
Somehow hit the back of the
and
neck.
just is sort of there.
What do you think?
Big mixed signals.
Under promise, under deliver.
And Morgan's just bleeding all over
Yeah.
the place.
I'm
She's
sorry,
like,
I tried.
Fucking
I tried
crazy.
to banish you. It didn't work.
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
I've never wanted to be banished more
I know.
in my entire life.
I'm so sorry.
And you. Anything else you want to do?
What can I do?
Movement away would potentially.
No. I'm
incur.
gonna stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that is your turn. Dariax.
All right. So a lot's going down around here. As the magical influence has tempted to find me previously. Looking about the battlefield and the chaos that's ensuing, watching the multi-armed, twice-crowned over here slicing.
He is under. Oh, now I remember. He's under right now. Currently under the power of the suggestion spell, and just said, "I think we should trust. Oh, we should trust the Opal on this," and starts leaving the battlefield because of it.
Who is it?
It's dead. Point and pillar of your personality.
Great.
And there is now a stranger inside you, and it's not the Spider Queen.
Who is it?
It's Ted. You don't know Ted
No.
And with a
Oh
loud
my god.
What the actual
Excuse me?
fuck?
This got people mouth.
He's got a people mouth.
I don't like it.
I don't like it in any way.
more
That's
buddy
that's pretty cool.
appears on the field, and you hear in your ears, Opal. Good. You're sending them away. Make sure they go, or I'll make sure they stay gone. As this massive spider. And with every step it takes, it seems to pierce into the stone of this ground, and it leaves a snail trail as it goes. Poison, acid, this thing actively corrupts where it is. And you are suddenly aware, I'm not gonna make you roll about it, because you are the champion of the Spider Queen, and this is simply known to you. She is locked behind the divine gate. And before she had you, this was one of the strongest shows of force that she could bring into the world of Exandria without violating the wholeness of that gate. So essentially, she brought in her secondary closer. A little bit for you.
Trying to force the thing. This combat continue. And we go to the turn, and I'm not sure if it was if it was that spider, the new spider thing, or one of the other spiders existing. But one of the spider-like entities attacks Cyrus, like he's already been due to damage before already down. He's his previous turn he made a death save at a disadvantage and failed, so he's got one death save. And with those attacks, but with these attacks, he fails the rest of his death saves. Cyrus Wyverwind, brother Bronte Briarwind, aka Dorian Storm, has died. And even though he can't quite fully see it, Cyrus stuff, he knows where he is. Dorian knows where he is. Knows that's supposed to be attacking. He sees a lot of blood, which suddenly gets slow, and can just feel what has happened. And Morrigan seeing this goes and attacks spiders. That that spider getting the how do you want to do, not getting a how take it down though, and just eviscerates it like nothing, stabbing it until it's just goo. And then starts making her way, leaving the field of battle herself. I'm not sure if she's under the suggestion thing, or she's just seeing this death of a person she's not considered a friend, feeling it through her connection with the Raven Queen. But but she is leaving the battle.
No, I think Morgan just keeps looking at all the blood. There's so much blood. And it's all over the Dick Jones.
Please take inspiration. Way to make a joke through truly the roughest shit.
You keep giving me inspiration, but I've never used it. So I just have one, and then it rolls over
But
to
you
another
have
one.
to use this inspiration, please. I'm losing my mind.
I think I did everything I can do. So
This is what she's wearing.
I think you look down at the gems and the blood and blackness that mars those parts of opal that are left, and you look down at Cyrus's body. He was so fucking stupid. But one of the nicest people.
This is what she starts leaving about. Bria determines that though that through the pain of losing realizing his brother's dead, even if it doesn't even do actual damage, like I said, she considers the emotional damage enough to be enough to trigger the wisdom save against Majestic. It fails. And during cast, cast a 7th level Geos spell on one that inspires, possibly the big one if it wasn't the one. I'm guessing that was the one it was. It failed. And he just gives it one command, which until it breaks save and stuff like stuff. Kill your mother. Basically, he sets it to go. Basically, trying to set it after the lost the Spider Queen herself. And then he starts himself to leave the field. Not before psychic communication. He said, "You've lost a brother. I've lost one, my beloved, one of my favorite creatures. Let's hope we can will make it count."
Fucking dipped.
Yeah, I saw
Morgan
him.
has dipped.
Can I see something that hurts telepathically?
It's Fy'ra.
A free action?
Interesting. You are kind of on the Spider Queen's shit list. So, I want this to be a charisma saving throw against a difficulty of 9.
Sorry.
Given
So
we're
sometimes-
so sexy.
Can I have it?
3 times. No.
For me?
I had inspiration 3
Your charisma is
times.
like
Yeah,
900.
10. That's 15. I rolled a 5, but I have plus 10 charisma. Thank God.
You punch a hole in the like webbing that the Spider Queen is like throwing.
Fy'ra goes and grabs the crown head with the intent of potentially yanking it off. Yeah, that thing's still there.
You know what happened the last time you told me what I need.
Oh, but before we go, she Abri does inform that she could do a check that because of a check she can yank it off me. However, she also makes her aware that in doing so, in removing the crown, Opal will die. Must choose now whether she wants to. What's more important to her, Opal's life or her freedom?
I am here for my God. And I believe she has similar purpose for you. even if she has different methods of going about it.
You can see and feel the spider queen's like, how the fuck did you get on this call?
Ticked up. Am I on? Did we do the three-way calling?
She knew the
Did it
conference
work?
called.
Yeah. Then I joined the call, right? I joined
She's like,
the call.
how do I kick her from the room?
Now entering Fy'ra. He's on the call.
Who gave her the meeting code?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Who are you? All right, I know who you are. What do you want? Other than to stick around like a bug.
She wants to stay. The question is, she wants to stay with Opal. If that means going to help to whatever fight the Spider Queen, so be it. They start negotiating this. The Spider Queen firm basically tells her this that she can do it. She can stay. What about all mean? Like, what are the state going like? Follow her, no, not knowing what's going on and stuff. As well, Grievous is Fy'ra will be joining Opal on this new quest. Dex, who's just managed to get to the bottom of the cliff, now goes over and then sees Cyrus on the ground. Gone. And just sees us. It's just a shock and stuff. And only thing left is the hearing of him remembering the voice of Opal saying "Go to go." And with that, we are at what appears to be the official end of the Crown Keepers. Well, only one of their number has truly become the East and was not even a player character. They are effectively disbanded. Right, we then go to back to Darius and Dorian, who are sticking together on the road to Zephyra. Because there's they do talk like wanting, and Dorian kind of admits right now he wants revenge.
You know what we should do?
What?
Let's put the question in a song. You ever done this before? It's a great exercise. You put the question in the verse, and you put the answer in the chorus, and the tune that first pops into your head is almost always right. Here, you'll need this. I'm going to take off my lute with my scimitar twined around it. Say, it's time to graduate. From recorder to stringed instrument. It's a big jump, I know. But a long time ago, you gave me a gift, and I would like to return the favor. Would you accept?
Of course. Do I have to get rid of the recorder?
No.
Okay.
Here you are.
I just cleaned it like the past couple days. Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
I've watched you do this a lot, so I kind of.
Okay.
It is awful.
Fuck you. Give me a performance check.
Yeah. It's not as awful as you think.
It starts awful. It starts awful.
Pretty amazing.
And you're like, oh god, this was a mistake. But then like, it picks it up. It's like the beginning of Freebird.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess I can pick up a little bit from keeping an eye out. All right, well, as an apprentice, I'll keep practicing. I don't know if I'm in a place right now to be fighting gods and monsters, but I can certainly be in a place to help those that are. Maybe at the very least, writing some new songs and legends about what they're doing.
How close are we to any sort of civilization, like
Yeah.
a village.
You're at the edge of.
They are right now at the edge of Zephyr. They go in. Dorian starts getting more tips and stuff, and tells Dax to go to pick to over there. The trick. He tells them the trick. You don't go. You try to get the ones that you don't go for the most drunk. The one who's the most drunk. You go for the second most drunk. Gives them his brother's drinking cup. Elsewhere goes around, and as soon as he heads over, he casts invisibility on himself and heads over to see the Tempest. It takes a while, but he goes over. And finally, Kiki arrives because she's a.
The crown keepers are my little loves. You're my little family, and I didn't kill nearly as many of you as I thought I would. And that's a skill issue. So I'll be back. A little meaner in the future. But thank you for telling this story with me. I think it's time to go. Hey, Matt. You want to come back over?
Sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'll give you a proper long hug in a moment. But I think with that, let's go ahead and go to break. Thank you all. Tremendously.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll see you all here shortly.
And that, Dorian does go. When we get with Dorian, it is just Robbie and Matt at the table. We go to a conversation between Kiki and she does recognize him from when the Crown Keepers visited. So, though they haven't talked, he does request that some they are aware that it is made apparent that most of the Airshari is occupied elsewhere. Though Dorian does ask that if they have anyone spared to go where the battle was, if they could locate some part of the wilderness and go and retrieve his brother's body. He also goes and asks about if they have any good armorers. This definitely indicates for him the fight isn't over. Starts getting a vague fill in on some of the fill in about some of the stuff that's happening, but not in great detail or anything much. Does tell him that his friends Oram and Fern and the rest of Beltels are currently on the moon, which shocks him. He remembers them saying that they were on the moon, but he thought it was like the name of a place like Alexandria, like the moon something, and he just missed it. She offers because of some services and being also, she offers the hospitality of Zephyr to him. He can't help. He's very grateful for this. I also can't help but notice many similarities between here in Zephyr and his home in the Silken Squall. The only thing these things are fixed in are fixed location, and has just been carved into the stone and stuff. The silken squall is like mobile. I still not quite sure what it is. Goes and starts resting there. After a while, though, he receives Orm's call, from which was the last thing we get, which was where we last heard of Bell's Hells from before we did our catch up with the Crown Keepers. And it is one thing I would ask, and it was about us is how much does Dorian actually know? Because he's quite he doesn't know anything about Padalphos yet, or we're not even sure if he knows about the Ruby Vanguard. Mm-hmm. Kiki then continues to get a little bit more in depth into filling what's been going on, as far as she knows. Then he finds out that she's going somewhere. He finds out she's going to meet Dora, and he comes along with her. They tree stride to the Hellcatch, and there he is reunited with Bell's Hell.
Orm's eyes just kind of dart back and forth between the Tempest and Dorian. Totally gobsmacked.
I heard this party could use a humble bard.
And he starts running and gets about 20 feet away and just goes and miniature tackles into a total hug.
I start clapping over and get in on the hug and just kisses all over.
Oh, that's very nice. You smell surprisingly good.
That's a shocker. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Yes, I'm really here. Hi.
Hi. You're welcome, side.
I've missed you all.
Wait. Nothing is as it seems. Say something only Dorian would know.
All right.
That's kind of pretty good, right?
Chetney, I'm surprised of everyone here to see you alive.
It's Dorian. You son of a bitch! I'll go up and I'll hug his knee.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's strong on my thigh.
Yeah, you know.
One second. Hang on.
It's like wiry.
Okay, back. Sorry about that. After that, the kids continue to start to catch up a little more.
From the looks of things, you're in it a bit deeper than I was. What's going on here?
We learned a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Her, like, stoicism cracks as much as she tries to hold together and goes, I am so glad you're back and alive. Oh, wow. I was so nervous. And I'm so proud. I was scared, but I believed you could do it, and I... Oh, sorry.
I put my hand out to her.
She takes your hand.
We wouldn't be here. FCG.
They briefly mentioned FCG. See, they meet. They see though they the other people in the tent, including Kiki and then knows Everoa.
Not
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, not Reese's Pieces.
So as you...
It's like some flatbread.
Some flatbread. As you pull it out and reach it, you see she kind of puts a hand up, and out from underneath kind of the cloaked mantle, a smaller creature like skitters out rapidly, leaps to your arm like a tiny monkey, grabs it from your hand and goes, ah! And runs back, jumps back under her arm and curls up underneath. You see this?
I like her very much.
Yeah, that's great.
Keyleth and Dory.
Yeah, they talk more. They do ask Keyleth if they were able to locate the portal to Rudis that they found, which thankfully they have, so they do have that option for returning and potential more infiltrations. Keela, well, they're interested to hear about. Keela is interested to hear what they brought back in versus stuff. She knows that they're very weird. It tells them to get some rest before they have the big, the big debriefing with all the big names.
Cloak kind of billows for a second, and her form shifts into that of a large hawk that flutters off into the evening sky.
She's so cool.
I mean, you can do that too.
Oh my God, I know, but it's just she has such a good flair when she
really
does
is.
it.
There's a whole.
It's really like it's a whole thing.
It's like effortless.
Yeah,
Maybe you can work
it
on
is.
your like transition.
Transition.
Make it a little bit more.
My transitions are what are kind of weird.
Yeah, sometimes you kind of look like a blob for a second.
Sometimes I
It's
look
like
blob,
less
sometimes I
ethereal.
fart, sometimes
Yeah.
I let out like some poos. and then I
It
went,
must
yeah.
be fucked. I'm happy to see you. I am.
Oh my God.
Clearly, everything is wrong.
So happy you're here, Dorian.
Sorry.
I game at better times. It seems as if you've been through a rough
No, it
road.
was the perfect
No, because if
time.
you'd come earlier, you'd be dead too.
Well, I think I would have done all right. Immediately dead is what you jumped to?
Were you
I
just?
have missed you as well.
Were you by Zephyr when?
They do, and this is where they start talking more about detail about what happened to Cyrus, both Cyrus and FCG. Which gives condolences on both sides and stuff. A wholesome moment, which when the video, which if you are subscribed to, haven't seen the actual video stuff on Twitch already, and you have a subscription, go watch it now. Well, go or at least at the end of this video, and if not, there should be a link to this come Monday afternoon.
We've got some stuff. Actually, here, I got you something. A little souvenir from the moon.
Immediately, as Dorian starts to sweat.
This one's not a dead thing. But I did bring back dead things. I can't wait to show you.
There was a gift shop right beyond the murder tunnel.
Yeah, you exit through the.
Yes,
Always.
it's kind of true. And I pull out the crystal.
The crystal figure of a dance, of something dancing. So, very nice. And then,
On everything about
It
Predathos.
almost feels like years of lore.
There's this bad guy named Predathos. He wants to eat the gods. We're fighting
Eat them
him.
like a little snack. Okay,
Yeah.
Predathos.
Like a big snack,
God
maybe.
eater. God eater.
Yeah,
God
Thanos
yeah.
is one of the Titans, but he doesn't look. They all look humanoid. He's the only one who's perfect.
The Titans. Okay.
Predathos
Fuck me.
is
Thank you.
trapped in the core of the moon, basically.
So boo Predathos. We
Boo
know about
Predathos.
Boo Predathos.
If all the gods, well, that depends on who you ask. But if the gods are Inky, Blinky, all the ghosts, and Predathos is Pac-Man.
Okay.
From out in space.
Man.
Could be Miss Pac-Man. I'm not sure.
It's like a guy who just like eats a lot
Do you not
of
see
other little
it?
things.
It's a classic stage show. I'm really.
Got it.
Dwarven.
Dwarven. Okay, but all of this is
Jonathan
very interesting.
Pac-Man.
Very, very interesting. What is your plan in all this? That's not a good sound.
No.
Well, we had a plan. We were running recon on the moon.
Hela sent us there because we're just a little group.
Okay.
Expendable.
A sneaky little group.
Did you sneak a good sneak?
No.
No.
Actually, for the most part, we really didn't do too bad. We could have gotten.
We learned a
dealt
lot.
there. We learned a lot. We came back with stuff. We know about the hive mind. We know about the five. Imogen's mom is crazy.
Oh, I brought this back, and I pull out the the juggernaut finger.
Yes, there's a
Severed finger.
massive severed
Tradesius?
Yeah.
fleshed finger.
Oh, yes. I see.
If you eat from it, it'll give you like invulnerability for 10 seconds.
You are lying, obviously.
God damn it.
And I got this little guy, and I pull out the little alien fetus in a jar.
This is horrible.
I like the Dorian just holding it.
You don't have to hold
Martin
these
jerk.
back. Those
You
are
want
for,
them back?
These are for you.
Wait, but the dancer is a gift? For
The
sure. I'm
dancer is a
definitely
gift.
fumbling all of
Don't
this.
drop it. I'll take the
Glass, bear.
Yeah,
You
that
keep
blue
the
glass.
dancer.
You know when you go to Carmel and there's driftwood art everywhere?
Same way.
Kinda, yeah.
So this is
Yep.
low rent.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Local artisan, I understand.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always support them for
Yes.
certain. All right. What to do with this?
Maybe you
Suppose I'll
could
just
leave
look
it for
at
some child, like set it adrift. Yeah. Like other pieces of fine art.
There's one bit.
It's really good to see you. It feels good to laugh.
It does. It does.
We're going to have a score to settle, though, so if you stick with us, just fair warning, we're coming for blood.
Are you back, Dorian?
yes, and they officially do declare that Dorian is drawing. They don't say it is a stuff, but I think we can assume from now on that for the rest of campaign 3, Dorian will be part of Bell's Hells. Oh, unless of course he managed to get himself killed, always a possibility.
If we've got the evening.
Put together.
Yeah, you're going to see
Are you going to play ska? Because this is how ska starts.
How ska starts or how it started?
How it both.
Are you
This
saying
is how an infestation happens.
instrument? Is this
I've got a brand new
A galaxy
thing.
long ago? That where ska came from?
It's a musical virus, and it's infecting the
Trumpet. And a sax.
Thank you.
Wait.
What are you pulling out? What are you talking about?
This is
What?
Is it you had a lot of other shit in your
Oh
bag?
yes, I think at this point, like, since we.
Okay. they do talk more, and he discusses the effect Cyrus' death more. Okay? One thing I noticed is he feels like he should be going for death, but what he really but what he feels like he feels like he should want to get more redemption himself. But what he wants is revenge. He states so. They talk about briefly about Dariax, what he knows about the last location about the other members of and especially talk about Dariax, which brings up a certain.
You know, it's so odd. We met someone in our travels.
Oh my God.
Speaking of a small Alexandria.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Whom?
Her name was Denise.
Denise.
Oh. And she knew Dariax.
Really?
Yes. She was trying to get back to him. And of course, I've never met this Dariax, but, you know.
He was wonderful.
Barrel of sunshine.
Yeah.
And she was a real firecracker.
Apparently they had some sort of thing, if I recall.
A romantic thing?
Yeah, that was the vibe.
You begin to recall a handful of stories that Dariax had mentioned in passing of a particular woman that taught him that you can be both attracted and deeply afraid of a person.
Was this the woman that, was she fond of
lipstick and also had tattoos? Yep.
Came across an old flame who'd been dead like 100 years.
Oh, yes.
200 years? Fuck, what is time? But hooked up again, it was great.
After dead, after she's
She
been
was alive
came
again.
back.
She was alive again. All right. Just making
alive.
sure.
Gods are, throwing out favors for your boy Chetney Poc-O-Pea. Went to the moon, survived.
He died on the moon.
You died on the moon.
Yeah.
Practically.
And came back?
Kind of.
FCG.
It was grim to be.
Yeah. They talk more about what happened on Road, like what they saw, especially the whole civilizations and factions, the divert, and the intentional diversity of Rudis. Thank you.
The Vanguard? But then there's a whole other people who are trying to tear it all down.
The Vanguard.
Yep.
Hey.
Yes.
Campaign 3, right there.
Don't you worry. We'll fill you in.
Sure. Maybe.
No, give me 10 minutes.
No. We can.
We should get a drink.
We'll talk about some extending
We
our
should get a
prose,
fucking-
A
storytelling.
drink and toast.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Do we need a drink?
There you go. And Ashton goes looking for drinks. Since everyone knows what the big role they just played in getting in well intel, they easily get require some. He sees Keyleth and Everall are talking. He goes over, kind of immediately apologizes there. After which they immediately met with the people who sent for booze.
Like walk away. As you leave the tent, you can see the soldiers already returned with like 3 bottles of wine.
Thank you.
Like,
Yep. That'll do.
and pulls up a bottle of like a brackish brown liquid that's smaller with a heavy cork on it and kind of hands it over.
Thank you. Oh, yes, thank you. I am, like, what am I going to do with all these limes?
You all hear the welcome clattering of filled glass.
I don't have a lot of feeling in my right arm, so I don't actually know how much I'm. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's right! The two of you have to tell him about sucking in scales of titans.
Oh.
I did something really stupid and got this arm. But now I can turn into
Yes. And with that, they do a toast to feeling bad, to rejoining, to feeling bad, and to the fallen, FCG and Silas. And that the scene pans out over there, seeing the whole camp, dawn potentially breaking and stuff, and also the light of the tethered moon little overhead. And that's where this episode ends. With that, I bring you my homebrew of the episode in honor of the previous of the fact that this is an episode with a vestige. I bring you my homebrew vestige. So, Sleeves of the Galactic Magician. Wondrous legendary. It would, of course, requires a tune specifically by a full caster, like a bard, wizard, cleric, something like that. Not sure how that. Okay, spelling, but this vestige of divergence, takes the form of a pair of enchanted like arm warmers and stuff like that. Something I kind of was known to wear a lot in early show. Was why that covers half the hand. No, and is decorated in intertwining magic circles and symbol in different including the symbol of the Archheart Corleone, who helped create this vestige. Because he's the only one of the few gods I've seen who doesn't have one destiny. He only is created with one, with Jewel of Three Fairs, and he shares it with two other deities. In its dormant state, it starts out with two properties. It serves a spell casting focus with a +1, spell casting focus with the +1 being to spell attack rolls and spell DC. Your spell DC. You can also enter what's known as a light set for 1 minute. In that case, you can take your plus modifier. These review is subtracted from any attack roll that used to convey spell damage, and reduce the minimum requirements to score critical hits. Normally, you get a 20, in its dormant state, you now get a 19 or 20. In its awakened state, the bonus is now increased to 2 plus 2, and you can print a single spell into them, which it must be a concentration spell. Well, you can cast this once per short rest, short or long rest, without a spell slot. The spell. And while this concentration spell is you can concentrate this. Your concentration on this does not prevent you from concentrating on another spell. There. The imprinted spell must be no higher than the level of the spell must be no higher than your proficiency bonuses. Finally, the exalted state. Your plus bonus increased to 3. Your imprinted spell is now also upgraded so now that there's 2 of them. You can concentrate on both spells simultaneously, as well as and none of them will interfere with concentrating on a third spell. So, one thing about the spells, the imprinted spells cannot be of the same school of magic. That's just a weird caveat I decided to come up with. You also can, by the way, you can change the level, whatever spell was imprinted. Like going back to, say, when you get the first one, it changes. You can swap whatever spell is imprinted whenever you level up. However, you also gain additional time your level during the once during a per sleeve. Each sleeve now calls a spell. So and for the left sleeve, you can now then change it also during a waxing moon, and the right sleeve can also be changed out during a waning moon. And for the final ability, while you are in your life state, you gain an additional spell list, which you only know there. With the number of spells in the spell is equal to your spell casting modifier, and the spells chosen can go no. You to choose a spell, you must have a spells of high enough to cast, and but they can be from any a spell list or school of magic. And you could switch. You could perform a ritual during the peak of the full moon to swap out a single spell on that list with any other spell, applicable spell. With that, I thank you for joining me. This is Fy'ra, and I wish thee good fortune, the quest of life.